let's start. Small group. Welcome everybody. We're still waiting for a few people. I think everybody met Jan already. Thanks. Jan is organizing everything for us, and she will be hosting us in East Lansing. So you're with us today.
Yeah, today
right?
and tomorrow morning. So,
And tomorrow morning.
Yeah, so.
Great. And then in East Lansing we will
Yeah.
see you again. And then you have met Victor, who will speak, and we have seen Victor already. So thanks, Victor, for
I remember a few faces.
being here. And we're waiting for two more people. Umut and Jean. Umut, I don't know. He's always lost, but he will come. And Jean, he just flies in from Rio this morning. So
He's coming.
Yeah, he's coming. Yeah.
Probably in the afternoon. Then there will be another person coming from Mexico.
Yeah. And Ricardo.
Yeah, Ricardo.
Ricardo will be coming. He's a new PhD student and to help us support the program.
Then we had Miguel, basically, who now became the semi-mayor of Cali for 2 weeks. This morning he just sent some photos that I'm not coming because now I'm sitting on the mayor chair.
Very nice.
And
So we lost one.
what else? And Andrea will be coming in the afternoon. And there will be some people in East Lansing from.
Yeah, different programs, some different people will join us, and tomorrow we hope to have, we'll have some various people come over, so.
Okay. Tomorrow we have another room over there, so a little bit bigger room than this one here.
Okay.
Okay. And then there are many people who don't come. I mean, we have 16 people in the program now, so not everybody comes to all the places, and we should have three new people in Seoul. And maybe Konstantina, you want to just say a few words about yourself? You're the
I'm
the latest edition.
Okay, so I'm Konstantina. Konstantina Karid is my surname, and I'm working for the mayor of Athens in Greece. I'm advisor on public administration in European affairs, and together with another advisor, I'm working for the director of the mayor's office. So basically, I have a double function. One, to develop the European affairs of the municipality, let's say, so I represent the municipality in different networks and in Brussels quite a lot with the European Commission, and I help develop links with other cities and help Athens, let's say, respond to big European programs like the Smart Cities program, and start creating a strategy as well for that, basically. And my other function is more horizontal, so because I support the director of the mayor's office, I have a horizontal overview of different topics, and I know what happens in different fields, whether I have technical knowledge on it or not. Often I don't. So, but I know the priorities, so I am in the team that partly develops and certainly promotes the mayor priorities. And in this context, one of the things I do is that for now, I oversee, probably will continue doing so together with an elected person, the Athens Resilience Challenge to 100 Resilient Cities was the Rockefeller Foundation Global Challenge, and then I was responsible for heading the team for the application, which we did in 6 days, and actually sort of proudly because we were selected, and I got very good feedback about actually what we did. So now we're developing this as well, and Athens at the moment went out from, it is coming out of the crisis that, as I was saying earlier, as I was going through the reading, I really felt there were very many similarities in terms of characteristics and of the challenges that the city of Athens faced in the last years, as Detroit, basically. Even if it sounds absurd, but there were similarities, which I can say later. And just to give a final note about myself is that I don't have an urban studies background. I have a public policy and European public policy background. And I have been in the municipality of Athens since June 2013 as an advisor. And before that, I was in a think tank called the Hellenic Foundation for European and Foreign Policy, ELIAMED. And I worked on issues of governance quite a lot, and of participation and the Balkan region. And then I was also working for some time in an institution called the Central Union of Municipalities of Greece. So I was affiliated there. So I was paid by them, but what I was mainly doing is that I was working on to support the development of an NGO platform. It was called the 800 NGOs for the Constitution. At the time, it was the first time that NGOs in Greece came together to ask an enhanced cooperation between the state and the civil society. Things have changed a lot in this field in Greece. And I am co-founder of an NGO called Balkans Beyond Borders, together with 6 other people from the broader Southeast European region. And what we do there is that we were inspired by a program that we participated in 2007-2008. And the idea is to promote mobility between young people in the Balkan region and also enhance the links between the region, let's say, and the European Union. And we use art to do it.
Okay. Great. So,
My name is Berta.
yeah, just very, very briefly.
Yeah, I'm Berta. I'm from.
Jan doesn't know you either, so.
I come from Guadalajara, and I'm working as a volunteer in an NGO there that is to try to fighting the hunger in children. I'm in the education part of the program.
Very important.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Maria Lorena Pucha. I'm from Venezuela. I'm civil engineer and I have been working at the municipality as a urban planner. Now I'm doing this master in urban cities.
My name is Abdussalam Shahi. Abdussalam Shahi. I am an electrical engineer, electronics engineer. I work in private sector, which is Attack Technical Services in UAE, Abu Dhabi. I am a retired military officer. I'm not actually working in the field of cities and planning, but I'm trying to convert that. That's all.
Thanks. Yeah.
Joana Arana from Mexico too, and I work for state government in the rural area.
The federal government?
Sorry?
State government.
State government,
Oh.
Jalisco.
Jalisco. Okay, do you want to say a few more?
Very quickly,
Yeah.
welcome you all. Happy to see you here safe, without the scratches, nothing. Great. Quickly, a quick overview of our IGLUS, as we do always. You will hear this afternoon that IGLUS is now redefined as an action research process. And you will see what does it mean to all of you. And as I told you, it's good that we are a small group this time because it will change from the way that we were doing in Dubai. You remember we got some feedback, and as we always promised, then we go back and try to modify the structure in a way that responds to your needs. So this time it's too much participation, and be prepared for that. Then Matthias will discuss this in the afternoon, but have it in mind. The second edition of GIPC will come out in a week, probably.
Our newsletter, yeah.
Our newsletter about governance, innovation, and performance of cities. It will be about Istanbul, and the third one will be about Dubai, probably. And some of you can write about Dubai if you are interested, your observations and your experience there. The other thing is that we are now talking to C40 again, for the issue of sustainability. And I will tell you with Matthias this afternoon that sustainability, resilience, and efficiency are becoming the three major dimensions that we focus on. We redefine, the focus of the program. And now we are also talking to CEMEX Mexico. So they will become part of the program as well, hopefully. In May we meet them. Then your degrees.
Veolia, you can talk
Yeah,
about.
Veolia, we already saw them,
Yeah.
Veolia is now part of the program as well. The head of their urban business development unit is in direct contact with us. He came to UAE to give a lecture. And we were supposed to have the vice president of Veolia in the United States, Mark Sanderson, to come here. They are doing a big project for Detroit water and sewage system. But unfortunately, the guy just had an appointment in the last minute and canceled his coming.
But I will meet them in Paris
Yeah.
next week. So.
But Veolia is now a real active,
Yeah.
partner of the program. They will send a student. They want to sponsor a student. Later we can discuss that. So quite a lot of things are happening in the firm side. Your degrees, please bring it. Those who didn't.
Yeah.
I already had the degree of Abdus Salam. He is now officially registered, and he will get a degree at the end. The rest of you will have problem if you don't bring your degrees.
We need to have the original at some
I
point.
want your reason.
No, either you have your
Yeah.
university send a document directly to our university, or you bring the original to us and then we'll bring it to the university.
I sent an email
Yeah.
a month ago or two, explaining what's the process, but I can describe again, what should be done. So be aware of that. You are going to graduate and you need your degree at the end. Your grades, we are not very on the track with your assignments, some of you, and then you will need them for your credits.
Yeah.
And more importantly, you will need them for an active participation in the classroom. So if you don't read the documents, and you will see, this afternoon, you are the ones who should lead the discussion. And it will go back to the actual research paradigm. But we need them, take them serious, and we know that you are busy, we don't push you so much, and you are participants, not students, but please keep the track. And the latest update is that now we are developing a MOOC, massive online courses. It will be on edX or Coursera. It's about management of urban infrastructures by EPFL, and we are working on that. Hopefully, we get the positive answer, and then we will get the final answer on May, and then we start working on that. And it's a collaborative, MOOC between us, the partner universities, the firms, and some of the international organizations that we are working on. And this MOOC will become a preparation for IGLUS Master.
Yeah, because we are enrolling we are enrolling now on people can enter, and so they will have to do the MOOC before they can enter, just to bring everybody on the same page.
And again, as we are changing it to a much more active way of learning, we want to put all the theoretical stuff that you need, in a MOOC that people can read there and can hear, and then you come to a city and you really, use your presence in the city.
Yeah.
To do workshops, to do visits, to really learn from each other, not to learn the theory that you can get from the book. So this is the evaluation process. You already saw that in Mexico. We were 45% almost very good sessions, 50% good, and 6% average. Then we moved to Istanbul, more or less the same. In Hong Kong, we had much more very good session, but maybe it's because of the change of the group of the people. People in Asia are more easygoing maybe than people. Yeah, than other regions. But we go very high, and then in Dubai, we don't have any average session, which is good. We are now only good and very good. But the problem is that we had more good sessions than the very good, and because of that, we changed the structure. So we see, how we go on. And a very quick snapshot of the program. We will be here 3 days in Detroit, and we will have introductory theory sessions. We will have sessions on Detroit, a specific case of Detroit, and then we will have action learning sessions, which you will see. And for that, we will have the World Bank, which are kindly accept to come here, and roundtables, case sessions. We will have a visit, and so on and so forth. We go to East Lansing on the afternoon of 15th of April. So we arrange that, how you should bring your luggages from because we will go to a tour of the city, with a guide, and then we go to East Lansing basically. But this we arrange later. Then we will be in East Lansing. Theory sessions again. The green infrastructure sessions will be happening there, and action learning sessions as always. Sunday will be free. Then the second 3 days of East Lansing, more or less same structure, and then we go to Chicago, which is about cases of Chicago, urban resilience with the UN Habitat, and public transport Transdev. Their executive directors, two of their executive directors will come to Chicago to give us an overview of the sector, the industry, their operation here, and we will focus on financing issues basically. So Chicago will be more external lectures maybe. And then, as you were asking, more informal events. Jan is kindly providing us with some information. There is a ballet performance, baseball match tomorrow night.
Game, not a match.
I don't know, it's still our thing.
I still want to go and see, what these people are doing.
It's a game, not a match.
It is a game.
Yeah.
And the baseball is actually, it's Tiger Stadium, which is a very fun, one of the best in the country, a very, very fun stadium. But the game is not with the Tigers, they're out of town. It's between the two university baseball teams. We have two big Michigan, and the Wolverines and the Spartans. And so they will be playing baseball, but that means you can get in very cheap. It's like $5, and there's usually like good food. It's a very, very fun visit. So I did bring. It's a great time.
It's not important. The game's not important.
Yeah, this is true, right? So anyhow, I brought a sheet with the baseball on the one side and the ballet, so they balance each other out, right? Culturally, and then on the weekend there's a jazz event on campus. When you come to our campus, can I say a few minutes?
Sure.
Okay. So first of all, I'm Jan, and so I am very, very happy to be your host here as best I can with my colleagues Mary Beth Frabert, who's back at our campus. And so just to give you a sense of what we tried to accomplish here, and I know we're keeping you very, very busy, but so we'll start here in Detroit. You already know a lot about Detroit, and I really appreciate what you said, and I think it shows the issues are very universal in a way, right? I mean, the fiscal challenges. You're going to hear from people who do a lot of that comparative analysis, including comparing Chicago and Detroit. And so, a lot of our faculty now, Michigan State, this is a Michigan State facility here in Detroit. All the big universities have places here. Wayne State is actually a very fine university, very close by. But pretty much all the faculty. One way or the other, we think about Detroit, even if it's not our main area of research. And I love what's happening with the program in terms of research action, because I think that's what you're going to hear. Everybody involved through our university is very oriented in that direction. It's very much applied research. Michigan State is what you call in the U.S. a land-grant university, that means our mission is very much to apply knowledge. So you'll be meeting a lot of people that work here one way or the other, whether it's related to fiscal challenges, food challenges, feeding people, the urban agriculture, greening, smart infrastructure to some extent, water. So even though the Veolia guy couldn't come, I've got a guy coming who works here on the ground on water issues all the time, and he'll talk about, tomorrow, Jamie, he'll talk about the urban governance, the collaborative, and the tensions, but the collaboration that are going on, because it's a very large urban water system here. So anyhow, we go back to the campus. So our campus is in the middle. Now, our campus is not a large urban area, but it's a very large campus. When everyone is there, we have 65,000 people on our campus. So we have a power plant and a water system, and we have our own infrastructure issues. We're building something called the Facility for Rare Isotope Beams. We're going to smash things together and make a black hole or something, I don't know, but anyhow, so it's a very big campus. Hopefully we'll have good weather, but we always have cultural things going on. There's a big science fair going on towards the end of the week. You can go visit that. There'll be a jazz concert on Friday night. There'll be things. There's just lots and lots and lots to do and to visit. You'll see a big stadium, and so we will be printing off more for the later part of the week and the weekend, some activities for you to do. It's very safe, it's very accessible. Does anybody like ice cream? if you like ice cream. We make ice cream on our campus. It's very decadent. You can afford it because you're skinny, because it's lots of calories, but it's well worth it. So we're famous for that. So we will try to make your stay as comfortable as possible. So if anything comes up, just let me know. I think we have so much to choose from, it was hard, and we're trying to like cram in a few more speakers, because I was at an event last week, that matches up to this very, very well. So we're gonna try to, if you'll be patient, we're gonna try to be a little flexible so that we can make sure at least you get to meet some of the people doing work in this area. But again, if I can help with your stay here in any way, please let us know, okay? Thank you, welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks so
So
much,
happy to
Jen.
have you here.
Great.
So now, what is your speaker?